Good evening, race fans. Welcome to the Lanier National Speedway. Here tonight, where the GForce Racing League Renegades Division gets ready to go racing. Here tonight with round number 2 of the spring season here for the GForce Racing League. My name is Steve Ovens, going to be calling all the action for you here tonight as we are ready to go racing here at Lanier. Heat race number 1 on the racetrack. Larry Moody, Jeffrey Barker going to bring him to the green flag. Row number 2 is slated to be John Hine and Brandon Schultz. We are green flag racing into turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway for the first time, and it's going to be Larry Moody taking over that top spot out of St. Louis, Missouri. Holding on to the 2 spot is Barker. Oh, look out, contact between Barker and Hine, and Barker's in the fence in a big way off turn 2. So Moody leads John Hine, Brandon Schultz, and now that's going to move Terry Landis. Oh, Yoo-Hoo, now Yoo-Hoo goes for a spin over in turn number 2. Things happen fast here at Lanier. 3 laps on the board, 5 to go. Your leader is Larry Moody. Moody in the 73, the Glenn Stiers Racing, Oshwegan Speedway, Wagon Casey, I-55 Lawyers of Missouri. Sponsored number 73, hauls it down into turn number 3 and 4. 5 laps on the board and 3 to go, and Brandon Schultz is up to position number 2. Schultz driving for a new formed team here tonight. We'll have more on that later, but Schultz is up to 2, and he is charging here with 2 to go. Closing right in on the tail tank of the 73 of Moody. They'll work it down through 3 and 4. White flag is in the air this time by for Larry Moody. Moody off of turn 2, trying to hold off Brandon Schultz. The dominator here in the Renegades division takes a peek down to the bottom. Couldn't make it happen. Larry Moody gets the win here in heat race number 1. Brandon Schultz is in there for position number 2. Third is John Hine. And Fast Lane Snook will take that final qualifying spot in car number 123. So there you have it. Very first heat race of the night is on and in the books. They'll get ready to stage and line up heat race number 2. And we will have it here for you. Again, tonight, live coverage of the GForce Racing League Renegades Division coming to you live here on GForce TV. Don't forget to log on to youtube.com and search GForce TV. Hit the subscribe button and ring the bell while you're there so you get push notifications right to your mobile device to let you know every time GForce TV goes live and adds new on-demand content. Heat race number 2 is on the racetrack, getting ready to go. Let's go ahead and give you the starting order. Starting on the pole in car number 45 out of Fresno, California, the Bob's Dive Shop. ND5 CMIS sponsored ride. That's Matthew Ramsey starting alongside car number 57 out of Grand Island, Nebraska, the Hack Motorsports ride. That is Jordan Hack. Row 2 to the inside. Out of Pendle, Pennsylvania, in car number 73, the Cushion Pushin' Motorsports ride. That is 410 Sprint Car racer Brett Mahalski. Starting alongside him in car number 101 out of Auburn, Alabama. That is Ryan Stanfield. Scotty Edwards in car number 23 out of Kansas City, Missouri. We'll start alongside the 46 of Joe Backus out of Crook, South Dakota. And your final row, car number 191 is going to be Kyle Sargent. Kyle Sargent, the 191, into his outside. And car number 36 out of St. Thomas, Ontario, the Stephen Goldner Racing ride. That is Barry Goldner. Ramsey and Hack bring them off at turn 4. Green lights are on. And we're racing here with heat race number 2. Ramsey going to take that early advantage, but here comes car number 73. That is Brett Mahalski. Mahalski, oh, look out, got sideways, gathered one car with him as they worked off of turn 2. They'll work it through 3 and 4 this time. Still Ramsey up on top of the board. Hack right there in position number 2. Driver out of Pendle, Pennsylvania, Brett Mahalski right now riding in position number 3, and currently in that 4th and final transfer spot is the 23 of Scotty Edwards, the Radine Racing Sim Racing Concepts team. As right now, Scotty holding on to that fourth and final transfer spot, but here comes Ryan Stanfield. Stanfield, the driver out of Auburn, Alabama, trying to roll Tide down on the bottom, trying to get that run on Scotty Edwards, couldn't make it happen. He'll regroup and put it back on the cushion off of turn number 4. 5 laps are on the board, 3 to go for Ramsey, and he has got company. Jordan Hack, the driver out of Nebraska, closing in on the driver out of Fresno, California. They work through 1 and 2 and down the back straightaway, rolling right through the middle of the racetrack through 3 and 4. Hack trying to make some ground up on the bottom. White flag is out, presented by 3-9 Productions. Oh, Ramsey got sideways that time off of turn 2. Track starting to slicken up just a little bit, but he will hold on for the win. Ramsey's in there for the heat win. Jordan Hack in there for 2. Brett Mahalski 3. Scotty Edwards 4. And Ryan Stanfield.
What was that? Sorry.
Rounds out the top 5, although we only take 4. So that'll do it for heat race number 2. Heat race number 3 getting ready to line up. That'll bring us up here to heat race number 3.
Posted on our Facebook with a link to it.
Here's your lineup for heat race number 3 as they roll out onto the racetrack, taking them away from the pole position. 17-year-old driver out of Fostoria, Ohio. That is Braden Finsel, the Finsel Motorsports Slammer Sports Bar. NGK sponsored F1. He'll take it away from the Hammer. To his outside in car number 10 out of Fisher, Minnesota is Ross Carinta. Carinta, the Velocity Race Design sponsored number 10. Kyle Moonen in car number 24, driving for a new race team here tonight. Starting alongside the 13 of Keith Jackson out of the Radine Racing Sim Racing Concepts camp. Stephen Goldner out of Aylmer, Ontario, in car number 30, starting in position number 5, starting alongside Jonathan Short out of Fort Wayne, Indiana. Your final starter here in car number 99 is Jan Desjardins in the 99 machine out of Drummondville, Quebec, Canada, the A2R Performance Ride. Green lights are on. Heat race number 3 is underway. Look out, Stephen Goldner. Contact there with the 51 of Jonathan Short. Short now sideways up at turn 2. And he collects, I think that was the 13 of Keith Jackson. So Short will hold on to the 4 spot. Now here comes Jan Desjardins. Desjardins up to the 5 spot, battling here with Keith Jackson. That's for position number 5. They've still got to either pass each other here and then get by Jonathan Short if they want to qualify their way into tonight's A main. So Keith Jackson, our season 2 winner with a huge slider, and it didn't work out for him. He catches the wall with the right rear Hoosier, and that's going to do it for Jackson here in this 3rd heat race. Little bit of frustration there on the part of Jackson as they work down the back straightaway. Braden Finsel right now right through dead center of the corner as they work it down the back straightaway. You ride right on the front bumper of the F1. The Slammer Sports Bar ride for the driver out of Fostoria, Ohio. White flag is out, presented by 3-9 Productions, and it is Finsel down the back straightaway for the final time into turns 3 and 4. I don't think this is one of his favorite racetracks, but boy, it worked out here so far. Braden Finsel with the win here in heat race number 3. 3 heats are down, and that's going to bring us up to heat race number 4 of 5. Heat race number 4 rolling out onto the racetrack. Sorry for that pause in the action. As we are ready to roll here with the 4th out of 5 heat races here tonight. Kevin Lovies will start on the pole out of Drummondville, Quebec, Canada, starting alongside the 110 of Trevor Grabeau. Trevor Grabeau out of Rochester, Minnesota. He'll start in position number 2. Row 2 to the inside will be the 90 of Jeff Fitzpatrick. Starting alongside car number 5, that is Donovan Ross out of Burlington, Washington. Row number 3 to the inside will be the 20 of Kevin Fry out of Burleson, Texas. Starting alongside the Aylett Outlaw, that is Preston Cranmer out of Aylett, Virginia. Row number 3, Cranmer starting alongside, my apologies, Derek Moore in car number 91, going to round out your field here starting in 7th. And my goodness, I think we had ourselves a bit of a mess there on the start, as Donovan Ross way behind now, as Trevor Grabeau going to take the lead off turn number 4, car number 110. Grabeau driving for a brand new race team here tonight, the Vanderbilt Race Cars BuyOil.com, number 110, and he is doing battle right now with one of the most decorated 360 sprint car crew chiefs in the Northeast. Kevin Lovies aboard car number 98, the Glenn Stiers Racing Enrium Dynamics number 98. Lovies going to be operating the Ashwegan Speedway race source on the property of the Ashwegan Speedway, running in 2nd. Here's a good battle for 3rd. Fry with a slider in turn number 4. He'll take the 3rd spot away from Preston Cranmer, but here comes Cranmer back down to the inside. Battle is on there for position number 3. They're both qualified in the show right now, but they are battling for starting position in tonight's A-Main. Down the backstretch they go, and it's Trevor Grabeau leading the way. Grabeau across the line to the white flag. White flag presented by 3-9 Productions. Grabeau down the back straightaway for the final time. The BuyOil.com Vanderbilt Race Cars, number 110. Out of Rochester, Minnesota, it's going to be Trevor Grabeau here in heat race number 4. Kevin Lovies will come home in the 2nd spot. Kevin Fry is 3rd. Preston Cranmer is 4. And rounding out the top 5 is Derek Moore.
You want to share it out?
Heat race number 5 of 5, getting ready to line up here on the front straightaway. Let's go ahead and give you the starting lineup. Starting on the pole aboard car number 78 out of Cedro Woolley, Washington, the Radine Racing Sim Racing Concepts ride. Also sponsored by All In Construction and Landscaping, that is Jack Clevenger. Jack Clevenger aboard the 78. Starting to his outside aboard car number 7 is going to be Shane Kelly. Shane Kelly aboard the 7, starting in row 2 to the inside aboard car number 97 is going to be Brennan Lacey out of Bixby, Oklahoma, the Radine Racing Sim Racing Concepts Premier Door Company, sponsored number 97. That will bring us to row number 2 on the outside aboard car number 157. Is going to be Jesse Bandy. Jesse Bandy driving for a new race team here tonight out of Rochester, Minnesota. The Vanderbilt Race Cars ride. Row number 3 to the inside, the Schultz Heating and Cooling Whispering Pines Getaway, sponsored number 16 out of Naples, New York. That is Mike Schultz. And it is outside in car number 181 is going to be Randy Rockwell. The Rock out of Warren, Pennsylvania, the Wharf Action Esports ride. And out back on the pack here in this heat race aboard car number 88. That is Shane Pierce out of Wainfleet, Ontario, Canada, the SliderBeSlid.com. Willard Concrete and Trucking ride. Green lights are on. 5th and final heat race of the night is underway. And it is Shane Kelly leading early here, but look at him, look out, almost 3 wide off of turn number 2. Bandy and Lacey thought about making it 3 wide there off the corner. Thought better of it and tucked back into line. Meanwhile, they're 3 wide for the final transfer spot off turn 2. Battle for the race lead down into turn number 3 as you've got a slider, and it didn't work out. Lacey's around into the wall. He's upside down. Clevenger and Schultz are into the wall. And now these guys are scrambling because whoever gets through there cleanly, I think, may get the last transfer spot. As right now, it is Bandy with that final transfer spot as they run right now. 4 laps in and 4 to go, coming up on lap number 5. And way out front now is Shane Kelly with a 1.7 second advantage. As Pierce right now runs in the 2 spot, Randy Rockwell running in 3 after starting 6th, and Jesse Bandy currently holding on to that 4th and final transfer spot. I don't think Jack Clevenger is going to be able to catch Bandy, as Bandy's got quite an advantage on him here right now, well over 4 seconds. As we come down to the popsicle stick sign, that's the white flag presented by 3-9 Productions. Shane Kelly into turn number 3, gonna pick up the win. Oh, Kelly ran out of gas! Kelly's out of gas to the line. It's Randy Rockwell with the win. Rockwell picks up the win. Pearson there for 2. Shane Kelly somehow holds on to 3rd after running out of gas. And Jesse Bandy will finish in the 4th and final transfer spot. Whoa. Boy, did Shane Kelly have it figured out to a science on fuel mileage. My goodness. In a heat race, no less. That will bring us up to tonight's C main. We have, it looks like we're gonna have, oh, there's another replay for you. Kelly runs out of gas, and the slide job off of turn 4 for Randy Rockwell gives him the heat race win. That was incredible. All right, 8 cars, I believe, are going to be scheduled here for this one. Maybe 7 cars. We're going to take 4 out of this C main to the B main. Jack Clevenger, Jeffrey Barker are going to make up row number 1. Row 2 is going to be Barry Goldner and the 13 of Keith Jackson. Wow, Jeff Fitzpatrick, Brennan Lacey going to make up row number 3. And then it should be the 46 of Joe Backus starting 7th. Folks, there are some very, very potent cars in this C main, and not all of them are going to qualify. We're going to put 3 on the trailer after this one. Green lights are on. The C main is underway. 10 laps of scheduled distance here. Top 4 will transfer to the B main. So even if you get out of the C main, your work is not done yet. As Jack Clevenger will lead lap number 1. He's going to bring Keith Jackson across the line with him in 2. And Jeffrey Barker running through the middle of the racetrack. Now he's taking it down to the bottom lane, but he is just going to spin the tires off the corner. That's going to move Brennan Lacey up to the 3 spot. Barker slides back to 4, and he's going to have to contend with Jeff Fitzpatrick. Fitzy in the 90, down to the bottom lane, tried to drift up to the middle, slid the tires off the corner. And that's going to allow Barker to hold on to that 4th and final transfer spot. Meanwhile, up front, Jack Clevenger in the 78 and Keith Jackson in the 13. 2 drivers out of the Radine Racing Sim Racing Concepts team. They are not going to fight each other all too hard here for the lead, because they'll both be in the B main if they run right where they are right now. Oh, Fitzpatrick got sideways there off of turn 4 that last time by. And here comes Joe Backus out of Crook, South Dakota. The Dakota Ethanol Coast to Coast Racing, number 46, down to the inside, battling for the 5th spot. Backus takes it off of turn 2. Fitzpatrick right back underneath him. But that's not going to get him in the show. They're battling for 5th. Meanwhile, Jeffrey Barker driving away here on a Monday night cruise. Next time by, they will come down to put lap number 10 on the board. Oh, we've got an accident here. Fitzpatrick and Backus get together. And that's going to give Jeffrey Barker all sorts of racing room here as we're 8 laps on the board. coming down to the line. 9 laps on the board. White flag is out, presented by 3-9 Productions. Down the back straightaway for Clevenger for the final time. He's going to bring Jackson right in his tire tracks, and they'll finish top 2 here in tonight's C-Main. Clevenger, Jackson, Brennan Lacey, and Jeffrey Barker will be your 4 transfer cars out of the C-Main here tonight. We are working our way through the alphabet soup. We started with the C-Main. We take 4 drivers out of the C and put them in the B-Main. Tonight's B-Main will be the last chance showdown. 10 laps is the distance. Top 4 cars out of tonight's B-Main will go to the A. And this is we had so many drivers turn out tonight. 5 full heat races. We took 4 cars out of each of them. Typically, on a week-to-week basis, in the past, we would see a B-Main that would start anywhere from 13 to 12 cars, and we'd take 8 to 10 of them to the feature. Not tonight. Whoa, only 4 cars coming out of the B-Main tonight. We're going to start 13 of them. And 9 cars, after this is all said and done, are going to roll it up onto the trailer. So let's go ahead and give you the starting lineup here, starting on the pole here in tonight's B-Main. Out of Hamilton, Ontario, the Ohsweken Speedway, Coca-Cola Fernberg Motorsports sponsored ride. That's Greg Boydell starting alongside Ryan Stanfield in the 101. Out of Auburn, Alabama, Jan Desjardins and Derek Moore will start in row number 2. Mike Schultz, Terry Landis will make up row number 3. Kyle Sargent and Stephen Goldner will make up row number 4. Row 5 will be Donovan Ross out of Burlington, Washington, and Jack Clevenger out of Cedro-Woolley, Washington in car number 78. Keith Jackson and Brennan Lacey will make up row number 6. And Jeffrey Barker out of Brewerton, New York, the driver out of Central New York, will start in position number 13. Well, they are packed and stacked, ready to go here for tonight's B-Main. Last call, last chance to get yourself into the A-Main. Green lights are on off turn number 4. Oh, look out, we've got an accident right off the drop of the green flag. And we've got the big one over in turn number 3. They're 3 wide, 2 rows deep. And we have got cars spinning and crashing all over the place. Wow. What a way to kick this one off. And it is Jan Desjardins and Derek Moore who started 3rd and 4th. They now run 1 and 2 here in the B-Main. And look at this battle for the transfer spot. Donovan Ross off at turn 2. Oh, look out. Ross and Landis are together. They will slide sideways, and they're going to be out of the running here. Meanwhile, we've got a battle, Brad, for the top spot as they work through 3 and 4. Derek Moore working down to the inside of the 99 of Jan Desjardins. Desjardins out of Drummondville, Quebec, Canada. And Derek Moore, a fellow Canadian in the 91 out of Welland, Ontario, Canada. As they battle for the top spot, we are working lap number 5. 5 in and 5 to go. Moore, the Rose City Rocket, down to the inside lane, trying to make a nice run there off turn 4. He'll do so, and he'll take the lead into turn number 1. So Moore, the RC Delivery, sponsored 91, puts it up into position number 1, and now we have got a battle for the 2nd spot. Here comes Keith Jackson in the 13. Jackson, who started 11th, he's up to 3rd, and he just took away 2nd. And now here comes Donovan Ross down to the bottom. Devo hooked up on the bottom as they're battling it out for position number 2. Derek Moore leads them, but here comes Donovan Ross. The Devo Transport's got it kicked into high gear, and he is trucking down on the bottom. 3-car battle for the top spot at the white flag. Final trip down the back straightaway. New race leader, it's Donovan Ross down on the bottom. Ross looked like he was completely out of it just 4 laps ago, and he'll win the B-Main. Second across the line is Derek Moore. Keith Jackson will go to the A-Main, and Jan Desjardins will go to tonight's 40-lap A-Main. Wow. And we have got some unhappy campers after that one was all said and done. A lot of beating and banging. And I'm thinking there's going to be a whole lot of things for the review committee to take a look at this week. as that one got crazy. So we want to welcome you aboard here to tonight's coverage of the GForce Racing League Renegades Division, presented by Strickland's GM in Brantford, Ontario, Canada. Warm-up session, currently getting ready to rock and roll here. 5 minutes for these drivers to go out and make any last-minute adjustments that they would like to make to their race cars before we get ready for tonight's A-Main. So, cars on the racetrack here for the warm-up session. That's going to give us an opportunity here to talk about all the great folks that make it happen here for the GForce Racing League Renegades Division. And, of course, we want to thank Roger Craig, Preston Cranmer, the entire cast and crew here with the GForce Racing League for having us be a part of their great racing program here tonight at the Lanier National Speedway. Want to thank Strickland's GM. Want to thank Rick Scott and all his great staff out at Strickland's GM in Brantford, Ontario, Canada. If you're looking for a new Chevy, Buick, GMC, or Cadillac, stop up to Strickland's and let them know that the boys from the GForce Racing League sent you. GForce TV, you can find them on YouTube. Search youtube.com and search GForce TV. Hit subscribe on that channel. And, of course, hit the bell to ring that bell as well to get push notifications. And 39 Productions, the official streaming provider of the GForce Racing League Renegades Division, right here on GForce TV. So, warm-up session on the racetrack. And they have got, not just exactly sure how much time we've got left here, but they are in warm-up as we speak right now. Just past halfway here. They've got a little over 2 minutes left to go. One story, Brad, that we haven't had a chance really to touch on very much tonight. Here with the GForce Racing League, there was news, made big waves here with the GForce Racing League over the weekend and even this morning. The super team, the Radine Racing, Sim Racing Concepts team, had a bit of a shakeup over the weekend. And what was known to this racing league as one of the super teams, they've had so much success together. We've got part of that team that will continue on with the name of the Radine Racing Sim Racing Concepts. And we've got a pack of drivers that have gone their separate ways. From what I understand, talking to both sides, it seemed like it was a mutual decision for the group to kind of split and go their own ways here. But you've got a lot of competitive drivers still on both teams. You just saw one of them out of the Radine Racing Sim Racing Concepts team, Donovan Ross, flex some muscle there in that B main. And it's really going to make things interesting going forward because there is a lot of good drivers here on both teams going forward. And it could make things very interesting here as we go in the weeks ahead. We're going to step aside here. We're going to go side by side here at the Lanier National Speedway. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with tonight's A-Main.
Introducing GForce TV. GForceTV.net is your new source for action overload. Featuring free live programming year-round and countless hours of on-demand video, GForce TV will be your first stop whenever you want to see the latest and hottest racing action. See live Friday Night Excitement weekly from Washougal Speedway and watch the stars of tomorrow make a name for themselves during Thursday night's live microsprint racing. GForce TV is also the new home for Rivals Race Chat. Watch weekly as Clinton Jeffrey and Adam Ross discuss all the hot topics in the world of motorsports. For iRacing fans, GForce TV has you covered with hours of live broadcasting from rivals in GForce TV racing leagues. GForce TV promises to deliver motorsports, esports, and action sports you want to see, along with talk shows and vlogs to keep you connected to the lifestyle you love. Visit GForceTV.net today to subscribe for free. Sit back, hold on, and feel the G's on GForce TV.
All right, race fans, we are ready to go here with tonight's A main here from the Lanier National Speedway. Getting ready to rock and roll here with a 40-lap thriller here at Lanier National. This is like the Bristol of dirt tracks here for you. As we get ready to go, let's give you the starting lineup. Larry Moody in car number 73 will start alongside Matthew Ramsey out of Fresno, California. Row 2 to the inside is going to be Braden Finsel in the 1. Trevor Grabeau in the 110. Randy Rockwell is in the 181. Brandon Schultz is in the 193. Jordan Hack, Ross Carinta will make up the next row, followed by Kevin Lovies and Shane Pierce. John Hine, Brett Mahalski will make up your next row, followed by Kyle Moonen and Kevin Fry. Shane Kelly and Fastlane Snook will make up row 8. Row 9 will be Scotty Edwards and Jonathan Short. Row 10 is Preston Cranmer and Jesse Bandy. Donovan Ross, Derek Moore make up row 11, and row 12 tonight, Keith Jackson and Jan Desjardins. Race fans, we're ready to go 40 laps here at the Lanier National Speedway, and it was at this point in the racing program that my good friend Gary Montgomery would always say, race fans, it's time to sit down and hold on to your seats, because these men, by the grace of God, iRacing and 800 horsepower, are ready to go to work. We are racing here at Lanier. Oh, baby, look at them go through turns 3 and 4. 2 and 3, 4 wide off turn number 4. Look at them as they race into your living room. Here into turns 1 and 2. Tip of the cap to everybody watching. Oh, look out, we've got a gaggle of them over in turn number 2 as it is really kicking up some dust. Look out, turn 4. Jordan Hack's involved. Kevin Lovies is involved. One car facing the inside wall. And I don't know if that car cleared or what happened. I thought the yellow flag was going to come out there, but they must have cleared and called the tow truck. And when you do that here on iRacing, that immediately takes you back to the pit area. So green lights are on, and we are watching Braden Finsel. Finsel in the F1 off turn number 4. Battling here for position number 2 as Larry Moody leads them down the back straightaway. Great racing going on here at the Lanier National Speedway, here for the top spot as Moody leads them off of turn number 4. Grabeau right there in position number 2. Finsel right now rides in 3 as Moody took the top spot right off the drop of the green flag. They've got one lap machine up ahead of them. And I think that's the 71 of John Hine, as Moody's going to work to the outside and try to put him a lap down to the field. You've got some inboard camera shots here from Braden Finsel out of Astoria, Ohio, as they have got a great battle going on here for positions 2, 3, and 4. And now make it 5. I believe that's Brandon Schultz down to the bottom right now in that 193. Working the extreme inside lane, just got by Braden Finsel for position number 3. And now he will go on the attack here, trying to track down the 110 of Grabeau. The teammates trying to make things happen here off of turn number 4. And I believe yellow flag is out here for the first time tonight. Yellow lights are on here at Lanier. So Brad Ovens going to take a peek here at the replay, see if he can take a look for us and see what happened here to put us under our first yellow flag of the night. And we've got 10 laps on the board, so we really got off to a nice start here in this 40-lapper. going to take a look here. We're watching Scotty Edwards in the 23. Edwards has got the 13 of Keith Jackson just behind him. And boy, they were racing side by side. And Brad, boy, that really kicked Edwards' car sideways. I mean, I didn't feel like they made that much contact in the center of the corner there.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those hard deals, you know, that's that tire-to-tire contact. It doesn't look like a lot, but when you bounce two rubber tires off of each other, and on a slick track like that, you know, he's on the gas, not expecting him to be there, so I bet he's probably turning down in the corner to hold that low line. Just an unfortunate circumstance for Scotty Edwards.
Absolutely. Tough break there for the driver out of Kansas City, Missouri. Iridine Racing, Sim Racing Concepts, number 23. And racing side by side there with his teammate Keith Jackson out of Bonne Terre, Missouri. We're already back to green flag racing here. That's how quick the yellows are at Lanier. Green lights are on, and we're racing here down the back straightaway. Brandon Schultz working on Trevor Gerbeau. Gerbeau's got a nice run up on the top side of the speedway, and now here comes Ross Carinta in the 110 as they are battling for position number 3. Carinta, the Velocity Race Designs, and look at that nice run he got off of turn 4, working them very middle of the racetrack. Oh, Schultz caught the inside wall and the yellow lights are on. He lit the tires up to stay on the gas. Brad, I don't know if something else happened. I don't know if that spin all alone would have caused that yellow flag to happen. Oh, a tough break there for the Renegades dominator, Brandon Schultz. Always so good, and look, that's just how easy it happens. That left front tire, and Brad was all over it with the 3.9 Productions cam. Boy, that is a sweet shot of that left front tire. And he just kissed it with the inside wall, and that was all she wrote. 18 laps are now on the board, coming down to put lap number 19 in the books. Lights are now off on the Strickland GM Chevrolet Silverado pace truck. We've got all sorts of great folks watching here on the YouTube channel. If you're watching the YouTube video here tonight, be sure to drop in the comment, the chat box, where you're watching from tonight and who you're rooting for in tonight's feature event, youtube.com/GForce TV. Again, be sure to comment in there where you're watching from and who you're rooting for. Coming back to the green flag off turn number 4, Larry Moody will lead here at the halfway mark. 20 laps are in, 20 laps to go, and here we go. Can Moody lead it wire to wire? Braden Finsel all the way up to the extreme top side of the racetrack, right up along that concrete wall. He is really taking the long way around this racetrack right now, and I'm not sure, Brad, that that's the fast line right now. We'll see. He's trying to make progress forward. Oh, and he gets contact from Kyle Moonen. And Finsel's into the fence in turn number 2. I don't think there was any intent there, but he definitely got the hook from Moonen. And Finsel's going up there to let him know about it. There has been some hot tempers here tonight at Lanier all night long. Brad Oven's going to get a look at it here, and you know, I have a feeling what we're going to see is Finsel was really working that top side, and there you see the contact. Brad, I don't know if we'll have enough time to get another quick peek at that. I'd like to see them coming down the straight. Yeah, he'll be the shot. You see Finsel's all the way up on the top side of the racetrack. Now, when he comes off of turn 4, he is going to actually try to go to the middle lane, and I'm wondering if that caught Moonen off guard, or what the case may be. It didn't look like the front end of Moonen's car dived as he hit the brake or anything. So again, I'm not saying there's any intent there, but there was contact for sure, that we know. So Finstel is going to have to he's going to lose some ground there. He's going to have to restart in position number 8 as we come back to green. Green lights are back on and they're racing off of turn number 2. It's still Larry Moody out front. Trevor Grabeau trying to get a win here for the new formed team this past weekend. As Grabeau right there riding in position number 2. Ross Corinta's riding 3. And for the first time tonight in the A main, we're talking about Brett Mahalski. Mahalski's up to position number 4, and he is all over the 10 of Ross Corinta for that spot. Meanwhile, Mahalski goes to the outside lane, and here comes Brandon Schultz down to the bottom. And the yellow lights are back on here. Now 29 laps on the board. And 11 to go, we get a yellow, and I've got one car up against the wall over there in turn number 2. Putting us back under the yellow flag. That was the 91 of Derek Moore, one of the drivers that transferred in through tonight's B main. And these drivers are absolutely working all over the racetrack. So there you got to look at the replay there. Derek Moore going to restart at the tail of the field. I think he's got a car or two that are a lap down that he'll slide up in front of here. Lights are off on the Strickland GM pace truck. And Larry Moody, there's the story for you. The Glenn Stiers Racing, Oshwegan Speedway, NRAM Dynamics, number 73, brings it off turn 4. Green lights are back on. Can Moody win it? Going wire to wire here tonight. Brandon Schultz now working the cushion off turn number 4, and it is rough up there, but he is holding on to it. He'll enter in through the middle of the corner. Get that run down the back straightaway as he battles with Brett Mahalski. Now comes up on the back tail tank of Ross Corinta. Corinta loose off of the corner. And now that Velocity Race Designs ride will lose a spot here to Brandon Schultz off of turn 2. Schultz, he's up to a podium spot. But can he get any further? Grabeau and Larry Moody have been top shelf talent all night long tonight. And Schultz, who slid back after hitting the wall and spinning out, back up to the 3rd spot. And now here we go. Larry Moody down the back straightaway. In car number 73, leading this pack as they'll come down to put lap number 37 on the board. 37 on the board and 3 to go. So Larry Moody, oh, look out, we've got some lap cars. They might play a factor here at the end of this one. Grabeau trying to capitalize as he closes up on the tail tank. Here with 2 to go. Popsicle sticks in the air for Larry Moody. Moody out of St. Louis, Missouri in car number 73. St. Louis, Missouri. Brings it off at turn number 4. White flag is in the air, presented by 3-9 Productions. Can Moody lead it wire to wire, or is Trevor Grabeau going to try and make a move? Final trip into turn number 3. Moody sets it up through the middle, and that's going to do it. Larry Moody's going to win at Lanier. Second across the line will be the 110 of Trevor Grabeau. Brandon Schultz will come home 3rd. 4th is Ross Corinta, and rounding out the top 5 after starting 12th is Brett Mahalski. So there you have it, some excitement there at the end as Moody came up onto some slower traffic. And he is going to bring it down to GForce TV Victory Lane as we will work on getting the top 3 drivers queued up for you to hear from them after an exciting night of action here at the Lanier National Speedway. And we are going to go ahead and take it right down Brad, we're going to hear from your third place finisher here tonight. We're going to bring Brandon Schultz aboard, who had an eventful night here tonight, Brandon, to come home finishing third after the events of the middle of the race. I would say you'd probably have to be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, I honestly had a ball tonight. Probably one of the funnest races I've ran, just because I kind of stepped on the old wiener in 1 and 2, and kind of didn't have a whole lot of laps to get a top 3, and was able to come out with a third. So yeah, I had a blast tonight.
Where were you best there at the end? Because it looked like guys were running the bottom, running the middle. I don't know if the top was the place to be, but guys seemed like they were going all over the place.
Yeah, I fully feel that the middle of the track was probably the fastest way around. I shot to the middle and kind of ran the bottom early race, and I thought the bottom would be better early on, but the middle was still dominant. And late race, when I had to pass cars, I passed a couple on the top, and I kind of thought that might be the way to go, at least in 1 and 2. 3 and 4 of the top was pretty terrible, but 1 and 2 it was good. But after I passed them cars and we got that caution, I went up to the top again in 1 and 2, and it seemed like the car really fell off, so I just dropped back down to the middle.
Well, man, it was a solid effort here tonight, and I know that it's a strong way to start for you guys that have kind of started your own path here tonight. So congratulations to you here in the 193.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
All right, there's Brandon Schultz finishing third here tonight. A solid effort for him. Another solid effort for his teammate here, Trevor Grabeau, in the 110. Trevor out of Rochester, Minnesota. Congratulations, man. Second place effort on this racetrack, trying to chase down Larry Moody. That's really accomplishing something tonight.
Yeah, it was a good race. Go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead, man. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No, you're fine. Yeah, we just started out the race on the bottom, kind of just found something bottom to the middle, and kind of just rolled around, finished our 40 laps. Kind of a rough race out back from what I was hearing from my teammates, but ended up pretty good.
Yeah, it seemed like there was a lot of action all through the pack here tonight. But late in that run, last 5 laps or so there we had under green. What more did you need to try and get up alongside Larry, or was it just as simple as, you needed him to kind of make a mistake?
Oh, I definitely needed him to make a mistake. He was butter smooth the whole night. I had a little trouble getting a little too heavy on the throttle, but just got to practice a little bit more to try to win one eventually.
Well, Ben, you've been awfully close here, and I was just talking to Brandon. It's such a nice way for you guys to kick off, the new partnership, the new team here tonight. I know everybody will definitely be happy about that. Tell us about the folks that helped make it happen for you there in the 110.
Yeah, definitely. Jesse Bandy, Jeff Fitzpatrick, Brandon Schultz, and then Kyle Moonen. We kind of separated from our other team. No hard feelings. We just kind of went our separate ways, got a little something going here, and just wanted to thank Bandy Built Race Cars and then O2 Designs for the wrap that is actually in the works.
Awesome, man. Well, we'll look forward to seeing that, and who knows, you get that wrap on there. Hopefully we'll see you back here on the podium again. Great job tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks, guys.
All right, Trevor Grabeau with a solid effort here tonight with a new race team here tonight. And now we're going to bring in the guy who is in victory lane. And Larry Moody, you've got some fans watching on YouTube tonight. As soon as you crossed the line and took the checkered flag, somebody come across YouTube and said, Moody is the man. That is correct. You are the man here tonight. Congratulations.
Can you hear me?
Hey, there we go. Can you hear us now, Larry? Larry Moody, this is Steve Ovens in the booth. You got a copy? Larry Moody, Steve Ovens in the 3-9 Productions booth. You got a copy?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Larry Moody, this is Steve Ovens. You got a copy? Oh, we're having trouble getting Larry Moody here. Larry Moody, this is Steve Ovens. You got a copy? I think Larry's having some technical troubles on his end here on Discord. Brad, you've got a copy on me, good? Okay, all right. Oh, that is a bummer. Larry Moody's having some tech troubles on his side here. Giving a big thank you here, and it's a tough break. We'd love to get a word
Brad,
here.
I don't know what's going on, man. Can't hear you.
All right, I sent a message here to Larry Moody. We're going to give him just one last opportunity here to see if he ends up seeing it to tell us about his race. Yeah, he's going to disconnect here. Our apologies to the race fans here tonight. We were hoping to get a word here with Larry Moody, but it looks like some tech troubles on his Discord line there is not going to make it possible. We could definitely hear him, but something on his end wasn't allowing him to hear us here in the announcer's booth. But I do want to quickly read off Larry Moody's out of St. Louis, Missouri. Ran a hell of a race to win wire to wire here tonight. Drives the Glenn Stiers Racing Ohsweken Speedway, Wagon Casey, I-55 Lawyers of Missouri, sponsored number 73, picks up the win here wire to wire tonight. Congratulations to, as they say on YouTube, the man, Larry Moody. Well, folks, that is going to do it here from the Lanier National Speedway here tonight. We want to thank everybody for joining our live coverage of the GForce Racing League Renegades division here on GForce TV. We want to thank Strickland's GM, our presenting sponsor out of Brantford, Ontario, Canada. Stop up and see Rick Scott at Strickland's GM if you're in the market for a new GM vehicle. And thank you so much to them to being our presenting sponsor here on tonight's Renegades broadcast. We also want to remind you to log on to youtube.com/GForceTV to sign up and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to ring the bell while you're there so you get all the push notifications right to your mobile device when we go live here on the channel and when we post new on-demand content. That's youtube.com/GForceTV. Well, on behalf of our executive producer, Brad Ovens in the 3-9 Productions studios, my name is Steve Ovens, the voice of the GForce Racing League Renegades division, saying thank you so much for joining us here tonight, and we will see you right back here next Monday night from Sarver, Pennsylvania. We are headed to Lernerville. Congratulations again to Larry Moody. Good night, everybody.
Introducing GForce TV. GForceTV.net is your new source for action overload. Featuring free live programming year-round and countless hours of on-demand video, GForce TV will be your first stop whenever you want to see the latest and hottest racing action. See live Friday Night Excitement weekly from Ohsweken Speedway and watch the stars of tomorrow make a name for themselves during Thursday night's live microsprint racing. GForce TV is also the new home for Rivals Race Chat. Watch weekly as Clinton Jeffrey and Adam Ross discuss all the hot topics in the world of motorsports. For iRacing fans, GForce TV has you covered with hours of live broadcasting from Rivals and GForce TV racing leagues. GForce TV promises to deliver motorsports, esports, and action sports you want to see, along with talk shows and vlogs to keep you connected to the lifestyle you love. Visit GForceTV.net today to subscribe for free. Sit back, hold on, and feel the G's on GForce TV.